take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. And over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of this season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Now here's more. Left side is bare. Finds a seam at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's Ncaa to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Moving the pocket, it's Ncaa. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied.
There's a lot of strategies to win football games, and there are very intelligent coaches in the game today. I've never seen a field goal attempt on first down. That was a play I am never going to forget, although I wish I could.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Throwing, say it. Touchdown, Buckeye! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it. Flying down the left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the... One after the good game there.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Moore. Right side, it's Moore. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Moore to the air. Still looking. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Six more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Say it. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped him out in a chance. He wants to take the top off. He's got it at the 25. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you're getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's more to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Big guy smells it. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Sayin to throw. Out wide left, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's got great speed. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a score. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Ncaa looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Second and long here. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. This time he's got it. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Right side, it's Roberts. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
The Buckeyes will try to move the chains on fourth down. Ncaa to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure to his right. Looking for his man. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Moore. Under pressure. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The magic bean is spinning, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Here's Julian saying to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams in the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Saying back to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that get nasty.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore just gets rid of that one.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Looking for room. He's changing the play. Throwing, say it. On the move. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line. Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And
Turning on the Jets. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Running to the left. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make points.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Throwing Moore. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just 2nd and goal. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Moore to the air. Rolls right. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Ohio State calls in 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Now here's Moore. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Say it. Escapes the pressure going right. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Fires left. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Kick is in the air. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Moore. Moving out to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 14 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Red Raiders in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this 2nd half.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch second down. Moore will throw. This one's complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Moore to throw. Out wide right, it's Stewart. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
Drops back on first down. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback will keep it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming out. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snags it. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Reels it in. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play. Again, it's Ncaa. Rushes on, and they got it.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Right side, it's Jackson. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing more. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know it was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on the day.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Caught.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Moore. Left side, it's Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Moore to the air. Stepping to the right. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
This time he's got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Slips away. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. And the Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, Moore. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Bunch formation for these receivers. Making the adjustment. Here's Sayin to throw. Rush right in his face. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets it.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's going for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's got the back in the middle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Say it. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Changing the routes with his receivers. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Fourth down, say it. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's more. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Bear. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Throwing more. Maybe tried to baby that one in there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moore will throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore extending the play. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Here's Ncaa to throw. Under pressure. Trying to get rid of it. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Look out! Can't connect on his first throw.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Martin back to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
Moore, rush right in his face, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Unloads to the right, hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They've yet to convert on 4th down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can get it done. This big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse.
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.